We're the Donkles. I'm Luke, and this is my wife, Christa.
We have 2 kids. We have Johanna, who's 2, and Jaeger, who is almost 6 months old.
Yeah, and it's our family's goal to do church planting in Papua New Guinea, specifically in the Finisterre mountain range. Papua New Guinea is an island that is a little bit east of Australia and actually shares a border with Indonesia. Where we're hoping to serve is the Finisterre mountain range. And so it's on the east side of Papua New Guinea, and it actually overlooks the ocean. But what's amazing about this mountain range is that it goes from sea level to its highest peak being about 13,000 feet. And so because of that, it creates issues to actually getting to the people. We're going to need to use a lot of aviation and rely on helicopters and our own feet and hiking in to get to these people groups. One thing that's also interesting about Papua New Guinea is because of the geographical ruggedness of the country, it's created 700 different languages. In fact, Papua New Guinea is home to 10% of the world's languages. And it's just this small little island.
There's running lists of people asking for a missionary. When we saw that, we just really felt like, wow, there's these people asking and nobody's saying yes. Like, we would like to be able to say yes to that. That's really what drew us to pursue Papua New Guinea as top on our list of countries we would like to go to, because we would really like to see a people group reach that's been asking for possibly many years.
Us and our partners are going to hike into the mountain range and do what we would call people group assessment. Take statistics of how many people speak the language, what sort of access do they have to the gospel. And so once we know what tribe we're going to go to, we're going to spend probably 6 months to a year building a landing pad so we can get supplies in. Once we have been living there, we're gonna then dive into what we would call CLA, or language and culture acquisition. And we're going to spend anywhere from 3 to 5 years learning their language and culture. We will then need to begin the process of translating the scriptures into their own language so that we can teach from the Bible what the gospel is. So once we've presented them the gospel, by God's grace, we'll have believers who accept the gospel and who have a right understanding of who they are and who God is and what Christ has done for them and what Christ is going to do. And then by God's grace, as they're growing in their walks with the Lord, we will have men who begin to meet the qualifications that we see in 1 Timothy and 2 Timothy and Titus. When we actually have that, and we have elders who are rightly handling the word of truth, who understand the implications of needing to do church discipline and how to rightly do that and how to rightly give the Lord's Supper and baptize and evangelize and all these things, then it is our goal to walk away and to hand that off to that church and say, you have everything that God has given to you to do this rightly. And so what does supporting us look like? Well, first of all, it's your prayers. We never want to downplay or underestimate our prayers. We rely on just the prayers of individual believers and churches to sustain us as we're out there. Another way you can be supporting us is by financially giving. You can give towards our house building fund, or if you would like to support us more on a month-to-month basis, you'll be able to do that by going to the link that will be provided at the end of this video. There's still many tribes that are unreached in Papua New Guinea that are waiting for the gospel. And so it would just be our challenge maybe to you to pray about that and ask yourself, is God calling me to answer his command of the Great Commission and to come out and join us in planting churches?